So, it's one of the coolest guitar parts ever. That 90s ska, reggae kind of thing. This is really going to be a workout for your right hand. This song is going to give you some fits in the beginning. You're going to have to earn this one. It's quite tricky when you first start out on it. There's like 4 parts to it. You have the intro, which is also going to be the bridge. And then you have the chorus, pre-chorus, and then you have what he does in the second verse. He does something different in the second verse, in the first verse. So we'll go over the first part. Everything you play, your right hand is just constantly going. And you're going to start the rhythm out always with a dead strum like that. And then 2 upstrokes. So just mute the strings and go down. And you're going to start here on this E chord. That's the D shape. You got 4 on the G, 5 on the B, 6 on the E. Okay, then we're going to go up to this B chord. You're going to bar 7 on the B and E, and then G on the 8th fret. So just sit there, and I'm going to give you one more and just do these 3. You're going to go back to E. So you just got E to B, back to E. You really got to hit down, because it's really an important part of the rhythm, is having that. It helps if you're on a Strat or a Telecaster, if you hit over the front pickup. Anyway, so once you get that, you're going to have to forgive me if I get a little confused here, because there's so many changes. I might fumble my words a bit when I'm teaching this, but I'll put the order of the chords in the description box. That way you can have everything in order and know where to go. So we're going to go. So after you go from that E, you're going to bar it, and you're going to have on the 4th fret the G, B, and E. But you're only going to play the B and E. Okay, and then from there, you're going to go to this A triad. You're going to bar on 5 with your index, and then middle finger on 6 G. And from that, we're going to go here 4, 5, and 6 on the E, B, and G. And you're going to hang on that twice. Okay, now here's where the turnaround comes. This part can give you a little bit of trouble when you're first learning it. There's no break in between. It just keeps going. So what I'll do is alright, so you just go straight to it, and you'll have to play along to the song to get the feel of how the chord changes. It's almost like it comes in just before the 1, almost. There's just no stopping. So the second time, he's going to start on the same 2 chords. And this is where it's different. Instead of going back to E, he goes to this C sharp minor on 4, 5, and 6. The chord we already did on the last round. So you got, and then he's going to flatten it, go to that G sharp. Then we're going to go to that A on 5 and 6. Okay, so after you get to that A, we're going to go back to that C sharp. You're going to hold that twice. So second time around, just like this. So it just gets kind of confusing. And I'm not going to edit anything out. Like, this is just real time. It's hard breaking it down and teaching it, because you get that muscle memory, and I'm having to break it apart here. So. said, everything will be in the description box. I don't have a way to put tab out right now, so I put the string order from 6 to 1. So if you see like XX, that's like XX, and then, you know, whatever the numbers of the strings. So after that, we got the verse. And the verse, thank God, is a little easier. You just go from E to B to C sharp to A. And you're just going to do that same down, up, up the whole time. And he doesn't do that. I'm just kind of finishing off that way. So you got... Okay, and then he gets into the pre-chorus. And pedal gonna work? Alright, so then when he gets in the pre-chorus, he hits the overdrive pedal. And he's just gonna go F sharp minor, just a bar on the second, 4 on the A and D. It sounds good if you can hit the whole chord. And then we're going to go to this A sus2, open A, on the 2nd fret, you got your D and G, just hit everything open, and in between he does these kind of like power slides up and down. Then we'll get into the chorus, and we're going to go E, B, you can kind of keep the B open. G sharp power chord, 4th fret, 4 and 6. Then we're going to go to an A major. So all together. Okay. And then when he comes out of that, he goes back to the verse chords. And then when he starts singing the second verse, he doesn't do any of this anymore. He does these weird single note lines where he does this palm muting thing, and he's like, and he just repeats that over and over. So I'm going to show you what that is. We're going to start with G on the 4th fret. We're going to go 5 on the B, 6 on the G, 4 on the high E. And just work on palm muting that. You can kind of let the E ring out a little more. He kind of lets that ring out. So after you get that, we're going to go back to 5, 6. Then you go 5 on the B, 6 on the G, 7 on the B. And then after you hit that 7, you're going to go back to 5 on the B, 5 on the B, 6 on the G. So all together. And then he's going to finish it off with this little 4, 6, 5 from the G to the B. So everything combined. And it just repeats. It just loops 4 or 5 times, and then he gets back into the chorus. And then he just does that over and over, and then it's back into the chorus. And then it breaks down, and that's when you get your chance to shine. So be prepared when that chorus ends. You don't want to lose your gig because you lost a chord there. Not a good feeling, trust me. So that's the whole song. And then after it gets out of the chorus, he goes back into that little verse thing where he does the... And that's it. And then it just kind of dies down, and you have the horns, and you can just kind of noodle around, and that's the entire tune. You need to just take it piece by piece on these little triads. Just learn them like 4 at a time. Just connect 4. Just do, 4 at a clip, and then just memorize it. Don't move forward until you have this memorized. And you can always kind of visualize it in your head. That helps a great deal. And then as soon as you have it down, start adding 1 chord at a time. Just 1 chord at a time. And go slow, and if you go slow, you'll get it in no time. And it's a fun song to play along to. Very fun. And that's it. So practice slow, have fun.